Hi everybody, Glenn Hausman here for Here to Stay TV, reporting to you from the Global Mobility Symposium in Seattle, Washington. And I'm with Jonathan Frick of INEO, and we're talking about what's going on in trends in hospitality when it comes to moving around the globe. Jonathan, it seems like millennials are getting a lot of attention these days, but I'm getting tired of it. Why do we focus so much on them, and why do we think they're so different?
You know, I don't think they are that different. I mean, I see my mom and my dad on the phone almost more than I'm on my phone. I mean, last year, we're down to 51% of millennials even have social media. They start the trend. I think they're a little bit faster on getting on board, but a lot of the trends that you're seeing as far as the communication style, et cetera, that's across the workforce. And it's not just a millennial thing. It's a workforce thing that we want to be more accessible. We want to be a little bit more less attached to this telephone in order to make sure that we can get it where we need it as fast as we need it and get the accurate and complete information.
Makes a lot of sense. Sometimes we confuse early adopters of technology with the ones that are really the only ones involved in that trend.
Exactly.
But everybody wants things to be simpler. Everybody wants to be easier. And when you're moving around the globe, people want different choices, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the trends we're seeing more recently is that there's a rise from moving away from traditional into less traditional methods. For example, Airbnbs are becoming more traditional for extended stays as opposed to the traditional corporate apartments or hotels because people want to have that option. They want to be able to be in control of what they're doing.
But there's still a little bit of generational difference there in the sense that older people have gotten accustomed to corporate housing, so they want to stick with what's familiar.
Yeah, career expats, for example, they've been moving time after time after time after time. They're used to the standard corporate apartment. They walk in, they get the key, and they walk back out again. But now your Airbnbs and some of the pilot programs from the larger hotel chains, for example, Marriott, they're trying to come up and give the security backing of the name that comes with corporate apartments, but at the same time, the flexibility and choice and comfortability level that comes with an Airbnb.
Yeah, my big prediction in the future is Airbnb's trying to become more like traditional hotel companies. Traditional hotel companies are becoming more like Airbnb. They're all mixing together. So in your role, does that change anything that you're focused upon?
You know, there's a duty of care. You want to make sure your employees are okay, that they're using the good stuff, that they're not going to get themselves into trouble. I mean, you have those issues over in London right now with Airbnb, maybe not even being able to operate there pretty soon. But at the same time, you also want to make sure that the tools, the single source of truth that technology companies can offer are in doing the integrations necessary to thrive inside of an Airbnb culture.
Yeah, and one of the things that I never really considered before is you're focused a lot on helping people with taxes and all of that. Never occurred to me I would have to worry about all of those kinds of things when I move overseas.
Absolutely. I mean, more and more we find the audits, big technology companies getting audited significantly over in Ireland because of tax evasion potential. And individual level is no different. I mean, the individual has to pay their taxes. If they're working in country because of the infrastructure, they need to make sure that they're compliant, they're giving their fair share, and that's overlooked, especially whenever you look at the global nomad population. They're going into a country, they're working for a couple of days, but they're not contributing to the government, and I don't think that's fair, and that's why they have rules and regulations around that to make sure you're reporting and paying your fair share of taxes.
Great, and you make sure that you can help everybody do that so they don't wind up getting in trouble.
Exactly, and there's so many numbers. A person who's traveling abroad can have 7 different pay locations. Taking all those pay locations, centralizing, and then reporting out to where it needs to be reported, it's a big challenge, and that's where technology can come in and help.
Great, fascinating, terrific conference so far. We look forward to bringing you a lot more reports here from the Global Workforce Symposium. For Jonathan Frick and myself, Glenn Hausman, thanks for watching Here to Stay TV.